Hi, Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane dedicated. Today we're going to have a look at Halfmoon Bay, a beautiful little airport. This is by Future Game Shop. I'll see you right after the intro.
November 180 good afternoon to you. Report your altitude. 2,000 feet.
Here we are then, KHAF, Halfmoon Bay Airport. This is just a few miles away from San Francisco Bay. It's out on the coast, and as you can see from all the yachts here, it's a very exclusive airport. It's not a regional airport, you can't take airliners into here. It is general aviation aircraft and helicopters, and there is a huge number of stands for you to be able to park on. As you can see, there's lots of yachts there in the marina as we come in and fly in towards the airport. Now, it's not massive. It has got a terminal. Well, it's not really a terminal, it's more a clubhouse actually, with a nice picnic area outside with benches for people to sit at. And as I zoom in towards my hangar, hang on, is that smoke? Oh no, it looks as though there's a fire in the hangar. Need to get that sorted out quick. Yep, definitely something on fire in there. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, the fire is sorted out and we're in the hangar. Now, this hangar is customizable. You can customize it. Yes, it's customizable. Now, you can change the paintwork in there, you can change the posters in there, you can make it look really dirty and scruffy, or you can have it neat and tidy. You can do all sorts of things with it. But I couldn't get it to work, even though I read the instructions. Maybe it was because it was the end of a very warm and hot day here yesterday when I was recording the pieces of film, and I just couldn't figure it out. But there are instructions on how to do it, and all the additional textures are there. It would have been nice if RD Studios had done some kind of automated picker or something where you just click on something and say, I want it dirty, and it's dirty. Or it would have been nice if that was the case. You can also put in your own picture as well. There's instructions on how to put your own photo in there or image, so that's quite neat as well. Let's just have a look at some of the features in detail here as I taxi down to the runway. So it's a highly detailed rendition of Halfmoon Bay Airport, and yes it is, I would agree with that. The 3D grass is absolutely brilliant. There's photo scenery coverage of the airport and nearby areas with 0.3 to 0.6 centimeters per pixel. Now that is really fine stuff. This signage here at the end of the taxiway, you can actually read every single word on that. Just zoom in and you can read every single word, and it's just about airport safety. You know, we don't need to worry about that kind of stuff. As long as you've got a high-vis jacket on, you just walk around. So there's high-resolution day and night textures, and they are very high resolution, I have to say. There are animated 3D trees which sway according to wind strength, direction, etc. Once again, you have to, if you want the animated trees on, you've got to move a couple of files around, and once again there are instructions on how to do that in the manual. It's a very detailed manual that comes with it. Not masses of pages, but it is detailed and it's really neat. Ultra detailed pavement and runway markings with reflections, and what I do like about some of the runway markings in the taxi lines is the edges of the lines are worn slightly, so they're not dead straight, they're slightly worn and chipped. As you can see as I just took off here from Halfmoon Bay, there's really nice details around, and I'm not sure how much area is actually covered. Now they say areas are covered, nearby areas to the airport, but to me it seemed as though it went even further. I did quite a bit of flying about, and we actually end up heading out towards San Francisco a little bit later on in the video. But as you can see, it's really neat. All these trees here that we're flying over, they can be animated so they sway in the breeze. I don't know whether that's just a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for, a bit of gloss that may not be required. The 3D grass though is absolutely brilliant. They've done a fabulous job with that, and it doesn't look patchwork and just here and there. It is really good 3D grass and has no effect on FPS whatsoever. Baked in ambient occlusion effects, of course, which is quite standard now with Xplane 10 and 11. Realistic grass with customizable density. I didn't realize that you could change the density of the grass. So once again, that will be a file that you need to adjust and put in somewhere else. Animated power lines as well, so the power lines sway in the breeze also. And there's a special night mode on the terminal building, which is really just HDR lighting ramped up a little bit. So as you can see, it's all very pleasant. It's really quite nice around here, nice to fly about, and you know, I think they've done a really good job. I am a little bit worried about the cost, but as the price of this works out at £15.43, rather unusual figure, £15.43. I will work out the dollars and put the dollars right here now, and euros, and I think, you know, for what you get, maybe, yeah, it might, yeah, it's worth it if you fly in the area, especially flying from San Francisco. There's a lot of detailed stuff here. It's not very far from Silicon Valley, and you know, you just hop over the hills there on the right hand side and you come in down into San Francisco Bay Area, which is really quite detailed and does look quite terrific. I'm going to stop talking now for a few moments. We'll have some music once again from David Cutter, my favorite artist on YouTube. Well, I'll be right back. The skills of scenery builders just keep getting better and better all the time, and some of the stuff that's coming out just lately is absolutely incredible. So, you know, it's a win-win situation for us, of course. Oh, them birds! Get away from the birds. Of course, you can't ignore them, and you can't fly around them because they move so fast, and you do. It's best just to go through them. Anyway, I got through the unscathed, so to speak. No problems, no damage. Getting back to what I was saying, yeah, scenery developers are just getting better and better, and they're leveraging so much out of Xplane 11. When the next version of Xplane 11 comes out, which is going to be XP 11.10, I believe, Xplane 11.10, there'll be some really fantastic stuff to be seen. This airport, as I say, it's not so much the airport itself, it's the surrounding area, and so as a result of that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over the other side of the hills there and fly out towards San Francisco. You can see the Halfmoon Bay there, as it's called. That's why it's called Halfmoon Bay, as it looks like a crescent moon. Very nice, and you know, the water textures have been ramped up a little bit here, and the beach beachside textures have been adjusted also. One thing I need to say, you do need to have runway contours on for this particular scenery. You do need runway contours on if you fly around this area. Anyway, let's move out towards San Francisco, see what we can see as we get over the hill there, and have a look further afield. I'll be right back. Well, there you go, that very nice flight over the San Francisco Bay Area. Hope you enjoyed that, and we're coming into land now at Halfmoon Bay. This is the default Cessna 172, and just in case you're wondering, I'm using SkyMax Pro version 4.6 now with the real weather connector, and today, rather than using FSGRW, I was just using the default Xplane weather engine. So I think some of the effects there of the weather are really nice. Well, here we are, we're coming into land, Halfmoon Bay, as I say, GA Airport. It's by RD Studios. You can get it from Future Game Shop. Price is £15.43, and of course I will put up the dollars and euros right here just before we touch down. Here we go, and touchdown. Yeah, and using XP Realistic as well, and that's why you get the nice vibration there as you land. Oh well, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you all soon. You take care now. Cheerio. Yeah.